Hello, Internet people. So, as we always do, we are going to watch all the way through once, and then we're going to go frame by frame, like we always do. All right, let's do this. I am immediately concerned. What's going on?
The rest is up to her now. Do I need to lend a hand with Amphoreus?
Oh,
no need.
No.
We're just the audience for this act.
What's going on with Firefly?
The Astral Express is headed in the right direction.
Do we finally get some Elio stuff?
The Lord Ravager Iron Tube. That is the safest path among all possibilities.
Oh, wow.
Remember the oceanic planet of Lushaka?
Yeah.
The script says that the Nameless will experience a peaceful trip there.
We get to go to Lushaka?
The garden will break the confines of Amphoreus. With
Aww.
Herta, paying the tragic price.
In Destiny's worst outcome, a genius will meet a premature fall.
Uh-oh.
And embark on a blood-soaked campaign in
That's
the name of the Third Emperor.
Terrifying.
If they go to the Agate world, the Stellaron disaster's ground zero, the Express will brush past Selenova.
But on
Oh
the
my
other
goodness.
side of the cosmos, the Xianzhou Alliance will stray from the Trailblaze and return to its original end. The Eighth Lord Ravager's ascending wings will sound the prelude to divine war. As for
I
the
am.
glass
This is so
belt,
awesome. What?
that stage for the mourning actors, the black hole and the white hole will devour each other at the end of that script, rupturing
That's Mr.
the
Yang.
cosmos. For that road leads to the most ferocious enemy, Zephyro.
That's enough. Just thinking about it is scary.
That's terrifying. Let's not. Let's not choose that route.
Ends that way.
Fortunately, Destiny is still on the right track. Only two possibilities remain.
So the chances are 50-50. In possibility A, the remembrance of Amphoreus will still head towards destruction.
See you tomorrow, little Gray.
Thank you for fulfilling my wish.
Stand with me and become heroes!
We will definitely write an ending like none that has come before.
Farewells are unavoidable for the Trailblaze.
What's the second possibility?
On the road to defy the destruction, we must become used to loss in order to continue onward.
I really hope we just break the script completely.
Or there's possibility B. Something more tempting, but also more terrible.
In the name of love, she will treasure all that has faded. Till the end of time, when the remembrance becomes the fourth kind of finality. Well, at least that ending will be gentle enough.
Oh, come on. Please make sure it doesn't happen.
The gazes of the eons will soon all fall upon Amphoreus.
Why don't we meet them at the next stop after Penaclony wraps up?
There'd better still be a next stop.
So
Don't
things are
worry.
getting
The views of the road ahead
crazy.
are already reflected in those eyes.
Elio. Ooh, I can't wait to learn more about Elio.
Tomorrow where the stars shine. And Amphoreus' life. People meet each other from breaking apart and face farewells by embracing. Remember to take a deep breath, partner. Then, walk towards tomorrow.
Deleting the data. Oh, okay. So I literally ended my stream, was just kind of hanging out on Minecraft, sent a couple things, and they immediately like uploaded this. I was like, okay, they've got the best read worst timing sometimes. So let's turn on captions. I'm very concerned about Firefly. Her entropy loss syndrome is not doing okay, it looks like. That's concerning.
The rest is up to her now. Do I need to lend a hand with Amphoreus?
No need.
Okay.
We're just the
So they've been here this whole time, it looks like, kind of keeping an eye on things. I wonder why Elio doesn't speak. Do they not have a voice actor for them yet? I'm very curious.
audience for this act. The Astral Express is headed in the right direction.
Golden eyes.
Facing the Lord Ravager.
And then blue
Iron.
eyes. Ooh, okay. Well, if you saw my most recent stream, I was talking about gold and blue are the two colors used to represent quantum and imaginary in some cases. And it's really interesting. Like when you see Hu, the yin and yang at the center of them, they have that gold and blue. That's Star Rail's yin and yang is quantum and imaginary. And so I find it really fascinating, one, that the cat's eyes turn from gold to blue. But for another, we have a cat cake that is meant to represent us. And that cat is black with gold eyes. It's been a theory that I've had for a while that we are in some way Elio, some past version of Elio. There might be some weird timey-wimey stuff going on, or maybe some portion of our consciousness was given to this cat, but we're also associated with a raccoon. And so it's strange. I don't know the answer to this, but I mean, alley cats are a thing as well. Depending on like what kind of cat this is, we could easily keep all of our like defining characteristics as a trailblazer and still be just an alley cat. I don't know. It makes me think a lot about what could possibly be.
Direction. Facing the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb. That is the safest path among all possibilities.
So these are numbers, of course. It's a clock, but the idea of the silver rails being laid out by Terminus is really fascinating as well. You can see all different versions of the Astral Express. We do know that the Express was once one of many. This is just the last remaining Astral Express that we know of, but there used to be a fleet. And it's really fascinating. This is the first time we've seen that clock, I think, and it looks like it's associated with Terminus. A countdown of sorts would be a very logical thing to be associated with Terminus, seeing as they were like born at the end of time and die at the beginning or something like that. So they're counting down to when they're born.
Remember the oceanic planet of Lushaka?
Lushaka is Mikhail's homeworld and also a place that I've been wanting to visit for a while. It looks like bones of a sea creature here.
The script says that the Nameless will experience a peak.
So this is in our future, it looks like, and I've been really hoping that we visit Lushaka. So assuming that nothing shifts and like we don't somehow unlock a third possibility, which is always a possibility, we are the Trailblazer. We've got us, Mr. Yang, Himeko, March, and then Don Heng is there. I was expressing earlier how I was concerned that Don Heng might not come with us because of the whole Teravox saying the earth cannot touch the sky kind of thing. And then there's Sunday also there with us. So that's really cool. Sunday gets to, I hope that ooh, that's probably what they're doing. If we go to Lushaka, my best guess is that that is going to be Sunday Redemption Arc Part 2 because he's learning about Mikhail, who was, of course, the founder of Penacony, the place that Sunday tried to take over. That would most likely be the place where Sunday does a lot of soul searching. My guess is that Don Heng would also do a lot of soul searching there because it is a water planet and water is the element of permanence. And possibly Himeko as well. Possibly Himeko as whale. The whales in the background. Himeko and the Express tend to be associated with whales. She is associated with rails as in the Star Rail, but the whales specifically, it's like they're all over the Express, which is interesting. Why whales? We do see whales play an important role in Genshin. I don't actually know much, so feel free to shout at me about this if I get it wrong. But there's like Genshin's version of like the quantum sea is with whales, and I know Skirk has something to do with it, and so does Child. I freaking love Child, if you guys didn't know. He's such a cool character. But yeah, it would not surprise me at all if Sunday, Himeko, and Don Heng, if this is a pivotal place for the three of them.
Peaceful trip there. But many years later, the garden will break the confines of Amphoreus.
But many years later, the garden will break the confines of Amphoreus. Later? Hi, editing Emma here. So after recording, I realized that these are not necessarily things that are going to happen, but possibly just alternate timelines that we could have followed if we had chosen different routes for ourselves upon leaving Penacony. So I'm going to go ahead and not cut what my read on it was as I was first watching this, but just know I am aware. Are we doing this in reverse order? Because one of the things that seems to be implied is that Terminus travels backwards in time. So that would mean that this is happening here and many years in the future for us is our trip for Lushaka, but for Terminus, it's in the past because it's reversed. The timeline is reversed for them. So Lushaka might be a far future thing, in which case Sunday gets to be with us for a while. Interesting. Or maybe we seal Amphoreus now and something else happens with it later. Herta might get ahead of herself.
With Herta, paying the tragic price.
So Herta is the one. Ooh, please don't die, Herta.
In Destiny's worst outcome, a genius will meet a premature fall.
This is terrifying right here. We have already seen something similar to this hinted at. You guys know Elegy. They are extremely Herta coded, and I have said for a while now because of that, it wouldn't surprise me if Herta has something to do with Terminus, and this is looking more likely. But of course, this is only one possible future for Elio.
And embark on a blood-soaked campaign in the name of the Third Emperor.
So in this future, it looks like Herta becomes the next Emperor Rupert. And Rupert is the one, of course, who released the anti-organic equation and tried to eradicate all organic life. So in that future, it looks like Iron Tomb, the whole purpose of making Iron Tomb the way that Lygus did was so that Iron Tomb theirself would take the head from Noose and put it on their own body, and thus removing Noose from Eonhood by corrupting them, sort of. In this outcome, it looks like Iron Tomb seizes Herta's head and takes Herta's knowledge and uses it for the sake of destruction. That's terrifying. And now here you see, rather than the Herta puppets, we've got all of this. That's scary as heck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads here. 7 is a significant number in a lot of different meaning systems. I want to learn more about that. Okay.
If they go to the Agate world,
Melistanen, and this is the place where Idrilla was born, and this is Idrilla's homeworld. Got a butterfly here, so we've got beauty being associated with butterflies again. Interesting. We've only so far seen that on Amphoreus with Aglaia, with Nestia. There's gold kind of spattered around here, and that's also really fascinating. We do know that at least one Eon has golden blood, but it's very possible that all of them do. And if that is the case, then it wouldn't surprise me if this is meant to symbolize Idrilla's blood, because she is, of course, dead. Well, let's continue.
the Stellaron Disaster's ground zero.
Ooh, so Melistanen is where the Stellaron... Oh yeah, we already knew that. Where the Stellarons fully began. I am so curious. I'm so curious about the Stellaron still. We have it's been implied that Selenova is the creator of the Stellarons, but also it's been kind of implied that she isn't. It's kind of left in this limbo that makes me think they want us to think that, but it's not actually that. So I don't know. I don't know yet. She's really cool. I freaking love her design, by the way, that her head and her legs there just being surrounded by these halos and these very this stuff here that's so reminiscent of Honkai Impact 3rd and that one cutscene with Bronya in the monster. It's so fascinating. I love these character designs. This is a new outfit. This is a new effort than we've seen from her before. She's so cool.
The Express will brush past Selenova.
But on the other side of the cosmos, the Xianzhou Alliance will stray from the Trailblaze and return to its original end.
Yeah. Oh no. Guys, I think that's the Lightning Lord. Does this not look like the Lightning Lord to you? In order for this to happen, Jing Yuan would either have to abdicate or have his position taken away from him and given to someone else. If that goes to Jing Liu, it means something has gone terribly wrong. She is Mara-struck. Were the Xianzhou Alliance to turn a Mara-struck into the general, or possibly she just kind of takes it for herself, this does not bode well.
The 8th Lord Ravager's ascending wings will sound.
Ascending wings shall sound. Wait. How many Lord Ravagers do we have? Is that another Lord Ravager that we haven't heard of before? That's, of course, Yaosha. Looking fantastic. Holy crap, that's the Swarm. Oh. Maybe this... Oh. Is that Jing Yuan? Is that Jing Yuan himself? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, heck no. That's his glaive. Oh, no. I don't like this. Yup, this would be a new Lord Ravager entirely. Guys, I think that's Jing Yuan. I think this is Jing Yuan. I don't like this. And then this is the Swarm, and he's got swarm wings. Oh no.
The prelude to divine war. As for the glass belt.
Patravia. The glass belt. Are these buildings made of crystal? Got masks hanging in the air.
For the morning actors.
Beautiful.
The black hole and the white hole will devour each other at the end of that script.
Rupturing the cosmos. So this is Zephyro, and this is Mr. Yang. We're gonna see black holes fighting again. Oh no. My guess is that Acheron is gonna have something to do with that.
Leads to the most ferocious.
Okay, let's look at this. Okay, we've got bat, we've got hat, we've got thing, we've got pages here, which my guess is that's the as I've written. It looks like there might be something. Oh, that's a camera. That's a camera. That's Marta's camera right there. What is this? Is that a music disc? Is that going to be a weapon that we use in the future? Oh, there's two there. Another one there. Is that going to be a weapon we use in the future? Wouldn't surprise me.
Leads to the most ferocious.
Oh, there's another one? Interesting. Interesting. Zephyro. And Zephyro is the white hole that we were told about.
That's enough. Just thinking about.
That's horrifying. I see Mr. Yang, Don Hung. He's getting ripped apart. Sunday is there. Himeko's there. It looks like Sunday's here to stay. It
It is scary.
And they focus in on Himeko. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Please don't do that. No, we know the Himeko curse. We know how this works. We know every version of Himeko Murata eventually dies. And we don't want that. Not this time. Please let this be the good ending. Mr. Yang. Oh, and Pom Pom, don't do that. Why are you like this? Himeko losing another world. Sorry, Mr. Yang losing another world, not Himeko this time.
Do if it really ends that way.
So basically, we don't want to go anywhere near Zephyro. We don't want that ending, period. We do not want that ending.
Fortunately, Destiny is still on the right track.
Only 2 future possibilities remain, okay.
Only 2 possibilities remain.
So the chances are 50-50.
Okay.
In possibility A, the remembrance of Amphoreus will still head towards destruction.
Which means that it will continue to restart over and over and over again, maybe?
See you tomorrow, little Gray. Thank you for fulfilling my wish.
Stand with me and become heroes!
We definitely write an ending like none that has come before.
Farewells are unavoidable for the Trailblaze. On the road to defy the destruction.
So what they're saying is this is actually the good ending that we're seeing right now. This is actually preferable to the alternative, but we don't know what the alternative is for sure.
We must become...
Oh, little Finan. We've got Anaxa with his Dromus. We've got little Cyrene over here. I'm actually very interested in Anaxa. Here's the thing. They have a huge cast of characters. They've spent time on every single one of them. But when it comes to like promo material and stuff, there are a top 3. There is Finan, there is Cyrene, and the top one of all of the rest of them is Anaxa. They keep putting him in interesting places and like showing him off, and I'm like, why? Let's be honest here. As far as things that he did impacting the events around him, he didn't do that much. He explained things to us, which is really good. And I think the person who definitely impacted the most was Finan, but did his actions impact Finan more than, say, Aglaya or Castris or Mighty? Not really. So why do they keep showing him? I feel like they're going to use him in some pivotal way in the future, and I don't know how that's going to be. I'm not against it. I freaking love Anaxa. I'm not complaining. I'm just confused, okay? I want to understand what they're going for with this, and I'm really curious. I'm really excited to find out. It's going to be great.
Used to loss in order to continue.
We must become used to loss in order to continue forward. Got Hyacinth, got Castris, and we've got Mighty there. So this is actually the good ending, is Amphoreus getting trapped in these cycles for eternity with no hope of escape. Are you kidding me? 33550-337.
Or there's possibility B.
She is the other possibility.
Something more tempting, but also more terrible.
In the name of love, she will treasure all that has faded.
Okay, are we sure that the person we're talking about here, the she that we're talking about here is us? They're breaking a pattern here with this, by the way. Usually they alternate which Trailblazer they use in promo. Usually it's Caelus, Stelle, Caelus, Stelle, Caelus. The Trailblazer for this update is Caelus. Why are they using Stelle here is the question. And it might be for this reason specifically. They may not want us to know yet who is going to make some of these choices. Maybe it's us, maybe it's Cyrene. I don't know, that's one possibility.
Till the end of time, when the remembrance becomes the 4th kind of finality.
This is stunning. The flower-shaped snowflakes, that is ice. Remembrance is always associated with ice. I still find people who question that. It's ice. It's incredible. It's beautiful. Roses everywhere.
At least that ending will gentle enough.
Oh, come on. Please make sure it doesn't happen.
So what this is actually going on, she will treasure all that has faded, whether it's us or Cyrene. I think what they're saying is, in this second possibility, all we have left is memory, basically. Is everything dies, everything ends, and all we have left is we're recreating it through memory. This is the universe as a whole is a cycle. And what we're saying is we don't want that to happen. This is a choice. Wow.
The gazes of the eons will soon all fall upon Amphoreus.
Let's take a second here to acknowledge it's all of them. We've got Kafka, Silverwolf. I'm glad that we're getting a little more Silverwolf content. She's really cool for one thing. But for another, she's got a very, very specific way about her. She's super sarcastic, super just all over the place. But seeing her in a more serious setting is really kind of cool. I love how when time goes on, we see more and more of like the different sides of the Stellaron hunters. They start feeling less and less like just these random antagonists that are following us around and more like characters. We start actually seeing glimpses of, oh, this is what life with them would have looked like. It's incredible. It is incredible. I love what they're doing with these stories so much with these characters. We've got Elio down here. We've got Blade. Oh my goodness. I want more Blade content. I want so much more Blade content. And here's the thing. In this past update where we got to see Yinsing again, I cannot describe to you how much I love Blade's intelligence side. Like, we also got to see him in the car with Firefly with he has a driver's license scene. I loved that we got to see him be so much softer with her, and we get to see him more and more just like being calm and kind with the Stellaron hunters. He is not just this brutal killing machine. He really isn't. The Xianzhou Alliance, I've been saying for a while, I feel like their outlook on the world is flawed, and because we saw him first through the Xianzhou Alliance's eyes, he got painted as this monster. And I do believe that was by design. Hoyoverse is very good when it comes to this kind of storytelling. He got painted as just this horrible killing machine monster, and that's so not what he is. That's not what he's ever been. But because he is Mara-struck, and because he has this mark of Yaoshi on him, that's what the Xianzhou sees him as. And the more we get to know him, it's more, he's so intelligent and so on top of things. He does go berserker mode every now and then, but generally speaking, he's one of the kindest people I've seen in this game. When you actually start looking at him, it's crazy. And then of course we've got Firefly in the background. I'm going to assume that her entropy loss syndrome is acting up, and that's what's going on. So we need to help. We need to get out and help. Come on.
Why don't we meet them at the next stop after Penaclony wraps up?
There better still be a next stop.
Don't worry. The views of the road ahead are already reflected in those eyes.
The cat does not look worried at all. So I'm going to trust that. All right.
A tomorrow where the stars shine. And Amphoreus' life. People meet each other from breaking apart and face farewells by embracing. Remember to take a deep breath, partner.
Yeah.
Then.
Okay. Empty.
Take a deep breath, partner.
Part. You can't call me partner. You can't do that, ma'am. Don't do that. Don't do that. Entity deletion sequence initiated. Iron Tomb? Maybe that's IRONTUMB? AMPH. Yeah, it's too short to be Amphoreus. It's, I think, Iron Tomb entity deletion sequence initiated. Signature confirming. Disconfirmed. AMPHOREUSTRAILBLAIZER. Maybe Trailblazer? Signature confirming. Disconfirmed. Trailblazer confirmed. Maybe. I don't know what any of this means. I'm not a coder, and maybe if someone knows, you can tell me. Firewall checking, Quetzorian algebraic expression, undetectable, maybe? Past Amphoreus cache, maybe ego, clean up, done, terminating, failed, something entity memory non-resident, blank procedural something, state agnostic deletion sequence, scanning, done, allocated storage, float, something percent of total something.
Tomorrow.
Warning, target volume will be permanent destroyed, including all entries in metadata, all objects in data storage. Proceed anyway, yes or no, confirmation key. Kernel space instability detected, allocating resources to sustain critical processes. Termination status. Amphoreus data crisis errors. So what's concerning right now is that there's a high possibility that the only way to fully get rid of Iron Tomb is to delete everything. The Chrysos heirs and Amphoreus itself, the places, the people that we've met, all of them are sort of used like building blocks for Iron Tomb. They are how Iron Tomb was developed. And so allowing any of them to live, they're all pieces of this code in a way. And so there is a possibility that that's the only way forward, is complete and total purge of data. That's terrifying. And I don't want that. I don't want that. Ooh. Amphoreus is coming to a close. I have no idea how this is going to wrap up at this point. Maybe we delete everything, completely everything, or we find a way to save everything with remembrance. My guess is there's going to be some kind of third possibility, but the issue is with the Stellaron hunters is they haven't been wrong yet. My guess is that at some point they will be, but this is terrifying. This ending is probably going to be something like we have never seen, we have never even suspected. The thing with hoyoverse that I love is that I have made so many predictions about their stories, and I've been right a few times. I've been wrong even more times, but no matter what I was expecting, I have never been disappointed. Even when I was 100% off. Honestly, I know some people do have issues with their writing. And yeah, there are moments where I'm like, oh, I wish they'd drawn a little bit of attention to that. When it actually comes to like experiencing the story and going through like the story beats and having a like experience with this, they have always pulled it off so much better than I could have written it. It's such an experience. It's incredible. Even if later on I'm like, oh, this detail felt a little off or whatever. It's the goal in the beginning is truly like the experience of the story. I'm incredibly happy about this and I'm super excited. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave you here. I'm going to get this edited and posted as quick as I can. So I love you all. Thank you all for being here today. I am trying to get a video out by the end of the month or very early next month. So keep your eye out for that somewhere around the weekend. I will be streaming on Thursday the 6th for Star Rail 3.7. I want to give you guys a day to go through as much of it as you want to before I begin the story myself. I will be streaming the whole day. That's the plan anyway. And I will see you guys then. Until then, please stay safe and stay kind. I love all of you. See you then. Bye.